Hello there, my name is Isma. So this is part 3, part 5 of our making a weaponized satellite in Blender 2.8. And so what we are doing here is making another shader for our clouds. And for this to work really well, you will have to duplicate the original sphere and scale it a bit so that it's on top of the Earth or the color map. And then apply the shader here. So what we're going to do here is create a transparent shader where just first thing you have to do is download Earth Clouds shader. I just go into Google and search for Earth Cloud textures, and I find a black and white map. Then apply it on the UV sphere to get something like this. And I think if you go to the same website that we have been using to download the same maps, you should be able to find a texture map, a clouds texture map like this, and then you can set up the nodes to look exactly like this. Just make sure that the texture map you get is black and white, so that you can use that as the factor for the transparent and the diffuse shader. And after you do that, if you're going to use Eevee to render your scene, go to the settings, material settings, as you can see in the setting tab, and change the alpha blending mode to the blending mode to alpha. Is it called alpha what? Alpha blend. That way the black parts can be transparent and you can see through them. Here now I'm just making that halo that you see around the Earth, and the way I did this is that I duplicated the same sphere and also made it a bit bigger than the previous two. So now we have about 3 spheres. The first one is for the color of the Earth, and the second one is for the clouds, and then the third one is for the halo that you see around the Earth. And for this, to get this to look exactly as we want it, we're going to use the layer weight and use the Fresnel factor to use as our factor for the mix shader. Again, we're going to use the diffuse, and I think I used the emission shader and the diffuse shader to get that look that you see there. Then you play around with the reference. Just set up the nodes to look exactly as you see them in the setup here. Maybe I'll do a separate part just to show you how I did, but I don't think it's necessary. If you follow this node setup, I should get exactly what you want here. And if you want, you can also play around with the color to get the color of the emission to change it a bit there. And now everything else here, I don't think is that interesting. It's very basic, and I don't need to explain it that much. So yeah, I'm going to let the time lapse continue playing here until we get to the animation part. Maybe I can do a simple explanation about how I did that, and I'll see you in the next part. Thank you.